Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and this is our October monthly celebrations video. If you have not heard about this, this is the collaboration video that I'm doing once a month for the year of 2017 with ColieBing here on YouTube, and I will make sure to link her YouTube channel in the description below. So for this month, October, I am going to scrapbook pictures of Halloween because that is something that we do celebrate in our family for the month of October. So let me first share with you my pictures, and then I'll show you the products that I am planning on using, and then we'll take you to the process video. Just to give you a heads up, all of my pages that I've been making for this monthly celebration comes with a sketch that I make, and if you're interested in grabbing the sketch, it's going to be in my blog, and the description the link will be in the description below. And I have been working with strictly 4x6 photos this year. I wanted to stretch myself and see how many sketches I could make with just focusing on 4x6 photos. So let's get started. So I have 9 pictures, so that's a lot, and I was kind of worried, but I have 3 kids and I took lots of pictures with them with their costumes, and so I figured I needed to at least even it out and have 3 pictures for each one of them. I'm sure I'm going to crop these as I go along, but right now they're 4x6. So let's just good on it. These are pictures of my youngest. So he was a monkey. Isn't he adorable? Sorry, I'm a little biased here. So he was a monkey, and then my son was some kind of anime character. Don't ask me who, because I've totally forgotten. And because my 2 older kids are into anime right now. And so that's him. And then my daughter was another anime, and we actually made her costume, kind of a DIY. I think hers was Totoro. I might be wrong. But so we just grabbed a sweater at the thrift store and kind of made a little, I think this is supposed to be a bunny, maybe. I don't know. Not so hip with the anime stuff, but I helped her make her costume, and so she was happy about that. So I have 3 4x6 photos. I actually posted this already in my social media when I shared the photos, and so I just grabbed what I wrote, and then that is my journaling. If you are interested in knowing how I do my journaling lately, make sure that you check out my journaling series, specifically the video number 6, because I tell you there how I keep not jotting down, but how I document and preserve my journaling for my scrapbooking, and it makes me, and then I just pull that out when I'm ready to scrapbook, and it makes my process efficient. So if you're ever interested in that, I'm gonna share the link down below so you can check on it. Okay, so I already printed out my journaling for that. And then I don't have a ton of Halloween stuff, but I think that less is more when it comes to this page, because I do have 9 pictures to work with. So first of all, I use this Boo paper. It's a 12 by not 12 by 12. It's a 6x6 paper pad from Recollections, and I got this about a year ago. I actually used a bunch of these papers already for my 10 handmade cards, one homemade card kit for the month of September, and so there's just a little bit more left over. But since I don't have a lot of Halloween stuff, I figured that I will pull it out just in case there are little bits and pieces over here that I do want to incorporate. And when I have used up some of my 6x6 and I still want to keep them in their packaging, but they're kind of loose, I put them in a quart-size Ziploc baggie, and that will make sure that nothing falls off when I put them away. So that is my paper, and I do have 3 black tags over here, and then just some wood accents that I incorporate. And then I have this thicker sticker from American Crafts that I got from Tuesday Morning. It has a bunch of Halloween accents. So I thought I would incorporate that. I do have this sticker from GCD Studios, and the reason I pulled this out was because of this 1, 2, 3. I figured I can put that because there's, you know, my 3 kids, and it's black and white, so maybe that will work. We will see. And I did pull out this Homestead sticker sheet from SCI. It has a lot of fall theme. There is a pumpkin right here, so I'm sure I can incorporate that in some fashion. So, and I'm also thinking maybe I can use these letters for the title. And then for papers, I only have 3. Um, so these are all from Echo Park, and this one is Hocus Pocus. So this one has cut apart sheets. No, actually I only have 2, I'm sorry. 2 papers. The cut apart sheet on one side, and then this bat paper on the other. And then this one is the diagonal stripe, and then the blacks. So I'm thinking I can use maybe a cardstock that's orange and or white to be able to finish my page. And so that's where I'm going to start off, and we will get into the process video. All right, so I am pulling out all of my products, and I am starting off with, of course, trimming out my pictures, because I knew that I wanted a little bit of border around my page, and so I needed to trim these down. I usually do about a 1/4 inch on either edges, and so incorporating that, plus I wanted this to be a little bit shorter, so I'm trimming it out to about 5.5 inches. And then these pictures of my youngest will be on the top right of my page, and so one of them will be a 5.5, and then the other ones would be kind of a square or a rectangle type. So I'm trimming that down. And I'm sorry if I kind of look weird. I was trying to do something different with my filming, and I actually had my tripod with my big camera on the center of this table, and so I'm kind of working on the sides, but I hated that. I just felt like I was not able to work properly with my page because I am working at it sideways, as you can see. And so this would be the only video that I will be doing this with. The rest of my videos from here on out will definitely have the camera going from the top, and then just filming from like straight on to the table, because yeah, this one is just a big pain in the behind. So as you can see, if you have checked out the sketch, then you will know that the 6 pictures will be on the bottom half of the page, and then 3 will be on the top or right. And so I will kind of keep that contained in that area, and then my title and my journaling will be on the left top of the page. So here I'm just trying to figure out, okay, so now I have my photos and then my background. Oops, sorry about that. And now I'm going to work on um, trying to dress up the top page, because I mean, I do like white, but I feel like with this Halloween, it needs to have a little bit more design. And so I figured I'm going to cut up this bat, and because it's a cut apart sheet on the other side, I did not want to just cut it straight on in half, and so I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. And then I am going to use one of those 4x6 parts, cut aparts, that, and then I'm going to use that as my title. So now that I only have a 4-inch length of paper, I needed to fill the rest of the top. And so I'm thinking I have 2 different kinds of oranges here. One that is this bright orange, and then the other one is kind of a gold or mustardy orange. And so I'm trying to figure out, well, which one would look better. And I ended up with the kind of lighter or medium shade orange. And then I did use a scallop punch with a hole in the center, and then I punched that a strip, and then I'm going to add that to the top page. Now I have this empty spot, and I remembered that the diagonal stripes, the back side of that has the text paper, and so I cut out about 1.25 inch width strip for that, and then I'm going to layers. So as you can see, that even if you only have 2 pieces of paper, but if you have a lot of photos, you can definitely
do a double page spread and it would still look pretty full, just by making sure that you put the pictures and the papers where you want your cardstock to be covered. So just a little tip on that if you are ever kind of curious how you can stretch your materials or your products. So I decided, because the pattern papers are pretty busy, that I needed to matte my photos, and so I just used the darker shade orange for that, and that worked well because it just made the photos stand out a little bit more against the busy background paper. So now I haven't adhered anything, and I'm kind of like that. I just like to see where everything is before I commit to it, and then I will adhere them later on. And so I wanted to use that Happy Halloween because it's an easy type of title, but I am going to add a little bit more to that. I wanted to use these stickers and trying to see which words or stickers that I can incorporate with my design already. I thought I would say spooky Happy Halloween, but the spooky words were a little too big for my block there, and I wanted to contain my title within that block. And so I pulled out these homestead stickers, and I am going to put 2016. That will help me date this page without having to worry about maybe stamping a date later on. There's the date already in there, so that works well. And then I have to figure out where I'm going to put my title, I mean my journaling. And so the journaling was actually divided into two. The the bigger block had the story about my kids liking anime recently, and so that's sort of the costume it was based off of. And then the smaller one was the monkey. And so I decided to cut them because they're two different paragraphs. I cut the bigger one, and I'm going to put that on the left, and then the shorter paragraph will be next to the photos of the monkey. Now I'm inking the edges of this because I want them to stand out a little bit against the busy background, and I did use a distressed ink called tea dye for that. So I'm just inking it up, and I actually already adhered everything else, all the papers and the pictures, before I turned on the camera again. So now I'm just adhering everything, and then I'm going to go into decorating. If you noticed, I've already added the spider web on the top left corner. I thought that was really cool. I wish I had another one so I could put it on the bottom right, just to kind of or even the top right, to kind of create a photo corner on there, but I only had one, so that's just going to be it. So now I'm just into decorating now. I did add the numbers 1, 2, and 3, so I had one, each number for each of my children, and then I am adhering some of these combination of the SEI stickers and the thickers. So I just thought that I would just sprinkle that here and there. I am going to add a few more um, gold pumpkins on the top right by the journaling for my little monkey. And then I am going to pull out, I remembered I had these 6x6 paper pads, and then I'm going to kind of look and see, okay, what else can I add? I was looking for like little words or something, and nothing just popping out for me. And then I remembered I pulled out these wood veneers. I think I got them, I want to say, at a like a Joann's pack, and they were actually speech bubbles, but I didn't think that speech bubble would be good for this particular. I didn't know where I'm going to put it if it was a speech bubble, so I just cut out the little part where it looked like a speech bubble, and then they're just a block of wood, and I'm adhering them on two different spots of my layout. Now I remembered I had these tags, and so I'm going to incorporate them there, but before I oh, I'm going to adhere them first. And then because they have the hole in the top center of the tag, I wanted to kind of dress that up a little bit. And so I am going to add some star brads to that in a little bit. So there it is. I am going to grab a foam to protect my surface, and then punch some holes, and then grab some mini star brads. I believe these ones are still from Making Memories, so they're pretty old. and then I'm going to adhere my wood, and that's going to do it for me. I do have some close-ups at the end, and as always, if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section below, and make sure that you check out Nicole's video for this month and see what she has in store for us. And I will catch you guys another day. Bye guys.